Oh. Hey Natalie, I'm glad that you're here. I'm tired, but it's good to see you, sis. I'm the only one at home at the moment, along with the family dog and my gecko, but I'm outside. It is raining right now. I would show you, but our backyard looks like Sanford and Son, so you'll just have to take my word for it. Hey Chuck, thank you for the kind words. I'm physically exhausted. Emotionally and mentally and spiritually, I am just in a lot of grief. I can't stop thinking about how Charlie Kirk was murdered, and now his family has to live on without him. And my heart just breaks for Erica and the two littles that have been left behind. And I don't know if you've been paying attention lately, but she just found out she's expecting a third child. A child that Charlie won't get to see grow up. So my heart is just really, really shattered for Erica. When I know people are hurting, I hurt too. So, no girls died. Charlie Kirk, the white dude that would debate people at colleges, and he got killed because a coward hated his words. That's what I'm upset about. An innocent American, godly man who loved his wife and kids was ripped away from them for no good reason. And I hurt for them. I've had at least a dozen breakdowns crying bitterly over what happened. And my tears actually turned one of my light blue pairs of shorts I was wearing earlier stained with brown. The grief and bitterness is so intense in me right now that my tears come out a little discolored. So yeah, if you're in pain and you let me know about it, I will feel your pain for you, alongside you, and I'll do whatever I can to help you with that pain. So, yeah. Hey VIP, it's good to see you. Full UFO disclosure would be cool. Well, the rain's starting to pick up a little bit more. It's in the 80s right now, so it actually feels pretty decent. But yeah, that's what it is. Jealousy and hatred and cowardice. Well, thank you, VIP. I really like the look of purple and how it's turned the hair adjacent to a kind of a pink, and then like a pinkish blonde. And the color gradient goes lighter the closer you get to the back of my head. But thank you guys for the kind words and the support. I just really ask that you guys pray for Erica Kirk, her kids, and Charlie Kirk's dad. A good man was ripped away from this earth for no good reason, and I feel the hurt from it, and I know I'm not the only one hurting too. I never cried so much for a man I never met before in my life. But he was a beacon of hope, light, and truth, and civil, open discussion with other people about anything they'd be willing to talk about. And a bullet took him away. I'm gonna be upset and broken over this for the foreseeable future, honestly. I looked up to Charlie. I watched his videos. He was very well spoken, very patient. Even if you don't agree with the guy, with what he said, you have to respect that he was a human. He was a husband. and a father who was just talking. He never hurt or attacked anybody. And it just hurts. But, I did one big brick of a bath bomb. It was pretty sweet. I'd only ever gotten the round ones. And some of the novelty shaped ones from like the Dollar Tree, but this came in like a brick. I might have to do another bath within the next few days or so. But thank you guys for the prayers and the kind words. It really makes a huge difference to me. And I know if Matt was right next to me, he would agree. He's at work right now. He should be done a little over an hour. So I should be able to see him soon. And since he started working again, I've taken to the habit of doing whatever house cleaning I can while he's away. That way I'm not just wasting my time doing nothing. I'm helping maintain the home as much as my limited body will let me. And so again, thank you guys for the prayers and the kind words. It all adds up and it all helps. I really felt the love from you guys, and I hope and pray that you guys can feel that love in return from me. On a good note though, I'm finally getting help from my pain management again. I see a doctor the next town over next week, and I'm hoping and praying that he'll say I am a great candidate for the nerve blockers for my lower back, and that we'll be able to get it done really soon. When you have worsening back troubles, pills and smoking only go so far. So please pray that I'll get the nerve blockers without any hindrances or troubles. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, management mod controls everything. Me and Matt are management mods. Everyone else we add is just a standard mod. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, now we're going to be able to start saving up to move. We're tackling our debt one payment at a time. And it's a long haul, but we actually see the light at the end of the tunnel now. And we're pretty sure it's not an oncoming train, so should be good. Deep squatting for my back pain. That would strengthen the muscles there. I probably should start doing exercise like that. Well, enjoy doing your hair, Natalie. I'm sure it'll turn out fantastic. And if I don't see you later, Natalie, I love you, sis, and I look forward to seeing you when I go live again. Jesus loves you too. I'm praying every day, more times than I can count, during the day for Jesus of Nazareth to fix things in this world and to help those in great need. So if you've got any prayer requests, let me know and I will pray for you and what you're going through. And even though my memory isn't the best, God knows the heart's intent, and my intent is to be a friend and a non-judgmental source of support and comfort and encouragement for you guys. So if you're going through some rough shit, feel free to share it, and other people will understand and they will sympathize with you. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot more Bible verses and little slices of God's Word in my TikToks, and it's been pretty nice. And my mother just got home. She doesn't know I'm outside. Funny. But yes, I can't remember the words to John 14:2 right off the top of my head, but anything from the Word is good. I haven't thought of the crucible since I was in school. And even though I may not look my age, I am actually quickly approaching 35. I remember reading The Crucible in high school and thinking, wow, that girl was horrible. Complete monster. I have been told I kind of look like Winona, or I kind of look like Anne Hathaway. And all I care about is that I look like a person. And not just some blob of miserable flesh. I don't know what the weather is like where you guys are, but the sky is literally a light brownish gray. Some rainfall. I smell the petrichor in the air, which I love. For those of you who don't know, petrichor is a scientific name for the smell that emanates from the earth after it rains. I love that earthy smell, and it's just all around me right now, and it's pretty nice. Aw, thank you guys for the kind words. I really appreciate that. Every kind word adds up, and I appreciate you all. I'm almost out of my medicine, but thankfully my husband will be able to take me to get more when he's done with work. So for right now, I'm just killing off whatever's left to treat my back pain. If you have a healthy spine that doesn't give you pain, be happy and take care of it. My back is a wrecked car frame. Bent, totaled, but somehow still mobile, despite all logic and reason. Oh, this is a cannabis dab pen. It's basically concentrated weed oil, and you smoke it like a vape. And my particular unit lets me set the power to however high a voltage I want. It shows me how much battery power I have, and it's pretty nice. This is the fastest way to treat my back pain that I've ever had. But I live with multiple kinds of pain throughout my body and my head and my emotional heart. And thankfully, God made cannabis, and He made me a perfect user of it. I get all the pain relief, the hunger stimulation, which I need, because it's kind of hard to eat when you're in pain. And it helps me stop with my mind racing with negative thoughts. It helps me to actually slow down and take a moment and consider why I'm feeling this strong emotion. And then it allows me to rationally handle it instead of emotionally react. So I promote cannabis use for pain management, appetite stimulation, mood regulation, all that good stuff. It's been a near perfect medicine for me. The only thing that would make it perfect is if it never wore off. But I take what I can get, and I praise the Lord for all of it. I love cannabis for how it gives me back a quality of life that my very, very painful and deformed body would have otherwise prevented me from having altogether. If I was stone sober, I'd probably be misty-eyed from just the pain in my spine. I'd be feeling a lot more hopeless, a lot more despair. Some not so great thoughts also make their rounds to say hi. But cannabis keeps all that shit away from me. And I praise the Lord every time I medicate, and I thank Him for making it and for always providing a way for me to have it. The only times I ever had to go fully sober, it was for less than a day, and it was when we were traveling and unable to medicate. But I spend most of my life, I try to say between a 3 and a 5 on the scale of how high you are. 10 being the max, 1 being you've never smoked in your life. I like to keep it between a 3 and a 5. Helps me function without feeling the pain, but also be able to think and not just be a dumb pothead sitting there unable to do a thing. Hello, Jess. I'm doing okay. I'm tired, but doing okay. Oh, you have good quality in Africa? That's pretty sweet. Are there any particular strains that you enjoy? Or is weed for you? I really love the fruity flavors, like the fruity candy ones. Like if you ever had banana runts or Skittles, any of the candy flavors, that is always a huge win. But I also like the baked goods flavors, like wedding cake, biscotti, a whole bunch of different ones. I would love to go to Jamaica and just try all the weed with my husband. My husband got me into weed. I was raised to think weed is only for the dying and those with glaucoma, and if you smoke it, you're gonna become a full retard. I was raised to think that. I didn't smoke until 2017. So I've been smoking for 8 years, approaching 9. Ah, damn it. There it is. So I've been smoking for a good minute, and it's helped me amazingly. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that horrible crime happened to you, Monte. That's horrible. I've never been one to have first-hand experience with awful crimes. I've been very protected and blessed, if I'm honest. So I can only try to imagine how it must feel for you, and I will be praying for you that you'll fully recover from all of that, because that's horrible. Hey Callum, it's good to see you. Why the crying? You doing okay, bud? What time is it now? 3:32. So about an hour left, and then he'll be done. Or we get home around 5. I'm not going to be able to stay on live until he gets home, because I'm tired. But I wanted to go live at least for a bit to talk with all you guys and check in. And you're welcome, Monte. I've always been a very sensitive type. Other people's crying makes me cry. And so I truly mean it when I say I will be praying. The rain's falling steady and nice right now. It's very humid and not quite warm, but it's not cold either. It feels comfortable. I want to know what the weather is like where you guys are and what time zone you're in, because I'm on California Pacific Standard Time, and it's after 3:30, and yeah, it usually only starts getting this dark around 7-ish, but if you kind of look, it's not bright out, but it's not dark either. But, I just heard a really funny noise. I've had experiences with spooky ookie dookies. That's what I like to call it whenever a supernatural or paranormal thing happens. It minimizes it and it makes me less nervous to say, oh, spooky ookie dookie. And I've been hearing some things lately here and there. Not constantly, but like once in a while I'll feel like I'm not the only one in a room, even though I know I am. So if I ever look concerned and I just stop talking, it's because I think I sensed something. Oh, you're in 00. I'm not sure what that means. See if I can. Oh, that's fun. The rain starts picking up as soon as I go to stand near the edge of the patio. It's like the rain wants to hit me. I do like the sound of the rain falling though. It's very peaceful. Hi, Papa! What you doing? Where you going? Stinker. The family dog came outside and then went back inside. I'm in California.
I'm gonna go to Walmart real quick.
Alrighty.
My prescription wasn't ready before.
Oh, okay.
So I'll see you when I get back.
Alright, love you.
Love you too.
Yeah, I'm the only human. Well, soon to be the only human here. My mom's gotta go pick up some stuff. Hey, Honk, it's great to see you. I hope you're doing well. Emotionally, I'm more wrecked than ever, but gotta keep trucking. What else can we do? Well, my husband got a job. Harbor Freight Tools gave my husband a chance, and they are super happy with him. He was hired on to be part-time, but it looks like they're going to move him to full-time after probation is over. So his job's going really well. Management loves him, loves his work ethic. His coworkers have been cool, and he's gotten along with all of them. And the pay is really good. It's more than we could ever make with DoorDash with the current financial environment. So we're slowly digging our way out from under all the debt, getting closer to the light at the end of the tunnel. And so all your guys' kind words, prayers, all of that support, it means the world to us, and it did make a difference, and so thank you. And yeah, I'm very thankful. I'd been praying that he would get a job that would appreciate him and that would have good coworkers so he won't dread having to go to work. And the Lord's been faithful in answering that so far, so I'm feeling extremely grateful and appreciative of how good things are. We also have a car. My step-grandma-in-law isn't driving anymore, and so her car was just sitting in the garage. So we now have our own car again. It's an early 2000s Monte Carlo. And we're big fans of Trailer Park Boys. And even though it's not near the same model year, it's still a Monte Carlo. And so my husband and I think that's pretty fun. And I did my nails earlier today. I think I might pull out my Austin Powers movie collection and have Gold Member ready to play when that gets home. Because that's all I think of when I see these gold nails now. But yeah, in general, things are on the upswing. Health-wise, my back's getting worse. The level of crookedness, thankfully, is unchanged. I've been doing some forced stretches where I try to push one of my hip bones down away from me, and I try to pull the other one to me, because my hips are at an angle like this. And if I don't elevate my right leg, it will never be like this. So wearing normal shoes, my hips lay like this. So a lot of structural based pain. But God gets me through every day, one day at a time, one puff at a time. And I don't really have too much to complain about in the grand scheme of things. If any of you guys are going through any new good changes that you want to talk about, or if you've done anything exciting that you want to share, I do these live streams to talk with you people. I don't do it to get attention, although attention is nice. I do it to work on my social skills. Because long story short, I was homeschooled and isolated too long, and I'm playing catch up in my mid-30s with social cues and things. So if I come across as weird, or like I grew up in a cave, for all intents and purposes, I pretty much was. My husband's had to act like a second father, helping me go through some experiences that I should have gone through when I was younger. And he's helped me grow and give new things a change, give new changes a try, I meant to say. Hey Truth Tarot, it's great to see you. I hope you're doing well. I'm okay at the moment. Oh, thank you, Rocco. I appreciate that. Oh, this pen is basically empty now. That's okay, though. I got some relief out of it. My medicinal weed pen is not producing any more smoke. Yeah. If any of you guys have pain that you need to manage, please let me know and I'll pray for you. Oh, thank you, Chitaro. It's nice to see you too. I've missed everybody, but I've just been too much of a wreck to handle going live a whole lot lately. Emotions like grief, deep sadness, and mourning have been hitting a lot more often than any other emotions lately. So I could use prayers for emotional fortitude again. I did not know Charlie Kirk on a personal level, but I watched his videos. I saw how he handled other people, and I respected the hell out of him. And his passing has really broken something in me that I never thought would be broken. So I'm going through another period of adjusting and altering who I am to handle what I'm going through. And I know I'm not the only one dealing with that. God knows Erica Kirk and her kids have it the worst. Having to go on without the loving father and loving husband of the home is a nightmare that I wish upon no innocent people. I don't care how different your views are from me, I don't wish you dead for it. And it just breaks my heart that this is how cold of a world we've become. But I appreciate all the true sympathy that you guys have, and that you guys are genuine. I really do consider all of you guys to be friends, even if I never get to meet you in person. Well, thank you, Sloths. I appreciate the compliment. I got bored with just having one hair color, and my hair is naturally blonde, so color takes fairly easy. And I figured might as well use a bright color that makes me happy. But yeah, Charlie Kirk was the GOAT. Even when people were downright disgustingly nasty with their words thrown at him, he stayed composed, calm, mature, and rational. He didn't fight fire with fire. He just stood there and let them say what they want to say. And I wish everyone would take a page out of his playbook. Don't get riled up by other people's words to the point where you do stuff that that's really fucking weird. I know I'm the only one here, but I swear I just saw a shadow walk by in the house. And I've been standing still in this spot right here. You know, my feet are planted. And I swear in the corner of my eye I saw a shadow going from that end that way. And I've seen shadow people before, so I'm not all too shaken, but I am a little annoyed. I'd gone a long time without them. But, oh well. Oh, thank you, some chill guy. I appreciate that. I'm just an autistic, conservative woman with ADHD, Turner's syndrome, and a whole bunch of other medical problems and emotional mental difficulties. And I haven't found a ton of acceptance from the general public in life, so I try to be the kind of person who I needed to be around when I was younger. So if I can help encourage you guys with anything, please let me know and I will pray for you. So I think there's... I don't like to entertain thoughts of that nature. My channel is not for stuff like that. Okay. But yeah, long story short, I was clearly a sufferer of ADHD when I was a little kid, like preschool age. And even with medication that helped me, I was still too distractible by the other kids. So I left private school when I finished 2nd grade. And all the way up until I completed 8th grade, I was schooled at home. The only other student around, my little brother. We'd meet up in the park a couple of times a week or a month with other homeschool kids to do PE in the park. That's not social life or social skill making activity. And I hung around church kids. That's it. No kids my age on my block growing up. I was the oldest one by a few years. So I was kind of like the ugly dachshund scenario, where I'm the awkward Great Dane not realizing I don't quite fit in. But as I've approached my mid-30s, I've grown to not give as much of a shit. You know? Yeah, so what if I'm a bulky Great Dane compared to others? Still a dog, you know? Peanut butter and jelly. Yeah, I like that phrase. It's good. Since my pen is out and I'm still hurting, I'm gonna smoke what's left of a joint that I have. If you spend any amount of time watching me, you will quickly find out I partake in and promote use of medical cannabis to help restore quality of life that the defective human body otherwise would have stolen away. I used to pop all kinds of pills, but I would get sick. And so weed is a part of my life, and I'm happy to encourage people to try it if they're in pain. I'm not open to dating anybody because I'm happily married. My husband's at work at the moment, otherwise he would be behind me making goofy faces as I talk. We're both autistic. We both have the tism, and so we get each other's weird humor, and it's funny to see other people react. I don't give a single care about skin color. I care about what's in the content of your character. If you're a douchebag who uses other people to get ahead in life, you could be rainbow sparkle purple. And I would still look at you like you're the ugliest creature alive. That's better. Thank you, Senpai. I appreciate that. You have ADHD too? Yeah, it's hard living in a world of normies. They look at us like we're the freaks. They're the ones that don't communicate honestly and directly. Normies will use language where at face value it means one thing, but due to the social environment, it means another. And I'm like, why the hell would you say black when you mean to say white? Why would you say gray when you mean technicolor? Never made sense to me. So if any of you guys feel the same, let me know. I will take a smoke in your honor, Suraj. I'm not begging, but if you guys want to see me smoke more, funds are limited. Any and every donation would be extremely appreciated, but not expected. If you're willing and able, I have links to my GoFundMe and my PayPal and my Cash App in the description of this. Again, no pressure to donate, just, that's an option if you feel so inclined. But I mostly just ask for the kind words and understanding. Yeah, Rocco, that's my exact point. I wish people would just be direct and honest. Aw. Well, Pastor, I will pray for you that you'll be able to find one. But I want to encourage anybody who is single, work on becoming the right person before you start searching for your right person. Make sure you're bread and butter before you go out looking for your bread and butter. Well, chill guy, I smoke whatever I'm handed. I mostly stick to indica, though, for the pain management and appetite stimulation. Oh. I have yet to smoke a blunt, but I do love joints. I had a bong, but it broke. It was a pretty bitchin' one, too. It was a Rick and Morty one, but with the colors wrong so that it wouldn't be against trademark. But that fell, and it broke. I've been relying on the weed pen or smoking actual green. It's pretty delicious. Oh, you like indica too? Oh, and you like sativa. Nice. Yeah, this is pretty great. What flavor is it? This is a hybrid of Gary Payton and Spritzer. And it came in a glass jar or glass tube. It's pretty badass. But I only got this much left. Indica before bed is always a good choice. Yes, Jesus is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. And I eagerly wait for him to call me home when the rapture happens. Okay, that's burning my fingers. I feel good and relaxed. I am from America. California specifically.
This bitch hung up on me. What the fuck? What the Sigma? Oh, fuck with it. Yeah, I figured with my employee discount for this and the batteries, $18.21. Look how much I saved. It's kind of, but yeah. You want to play with it?
Not right now.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm back, guys. Hey, Fred, it's great to see you.
Fredward?
We're doing good. How would you say you're doing?
I actually did logistics stuff today.
Nice.
So I'm a little burned out. Mirabelle was saying, good job on doing what you're doing. Just remember, just try to be as efficient as you can. You know, like, it's not criticism, but I'm just like saying helpful stuff because it makes it easier for us to move things and streamline. But